back to my channel today. I just wanted to do a quick tutorial of one of my favorite eye looks I love to do when I am just feeling that spring florally kind of feel. I know it's summer, but I'm wearing this cute little like woodsy sweater today, and I just felt in a woodsy kind of mood. So I wanted to do this look because it is one of my absolute favorites. It's just cute. It's almost neutral, but like a little pop of color. It's just a good mixture of different kind of tones to make something kind of stand out, but also be kind of neutral, natural, not natural, but neutral kind of look. So I'm going to do that today. Like I said, this is one of my favorite looks. It's kind of woodsy, kind of greenery a little bit. So if you, hopefully you like this video and you'll like, subscribe, and comment, whatever you can afford. And if you're not a fan of my videos, I'll see you on the way out. Bye. All right, so today I'm gonna use the Oden's Eyes Spring Dragon palette, Oden Eye X Judy. That's the palette I'm going to use because this is kind of the palette I discovered the look with. And there's a couple of predominant shades we're going to be focusing on today. So I am going to put some tape on because I do want a specific shape when I do this. So we're just gonna get 2 pieces of tape. We're gonna unstick them a little and we're gonna put them down in the shape that I want them to. So perfect. It's exactly the shape. I'm just following my lower line here. And we're gonna start, first off, I used a white eyeshadow base or a white base. I use the Melt It liquid eyeshadow and base, but you can use any kind of white base. I am suggesting a white base because we are playing with pastels. Now, a couple of the shades aren't gonna be as pastel-y, but you know, the ones I am using are kind of pastel, and if you want them to show up better, a white base is better because it's not trying to compete with the skin color. Like, it just gives you a blank canvas to work on. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna get a brush. I am using the My Kitco X Danessa Myrix in MY25. This is kind of the shape I am looking for. Like this kind of, like, not quite fluffy, it's a little denser packed, but it still has a little bit of that density. And we're gonna go into Chun, which is a like woodsy pastel green color. So it's definitely not like a brighter pastel. It's definitely like a little darker, but it is a pastel. It does have a white base to it. And it's very like woodsy feeling. So I'm gonna dip into Chun, tap off excess, and I'm gonna start on this inner corner right here and just blend it halfway. So we're just gonna blend it, blend. And now if you need more, you can definitely dip in. I think I tapped off a little too much. There we go. And we're just gonna make sure that it goes halfway down the eye. See, so you're only gonna go about right here. I would say close to where the arch of your brow would be. And you're just gonna paint that on. I'm gonna do quickly on my other side so we can have a matching set. And we're just gonna keep blending it out. We're gonna start at that corner and just blend it outwards. See? And we just want it to be like right in that corner right there. There we go. See, it's not quite like your regular pastel green. Like, it's definitely not like what I would consider like a grassy pastel, but like a woodsy pastel. Like, I find it very whimsical and woodsy like. Now I'm gonna put that brush aside And I'm gonna take a little bit of a bigger blending brush. So this one is from Morphe. It's an FF3. And I'm gonna go into Wood. So this is like a cool tone, darker brown. So that's kind of the color you're gonna go for. So you don't have to use the specific palette to do it. You just need the specific colors. So just look in your collection or look where you need to find the colors you're looking for. And so Wood, like I said, is a cool tone brown. So I tap off and I start at the bottom of my lid right here at the corner. And I slowly blend upwards. I blend down and blend upwards. But you're starting at the bottom. You're definitely not gonna like, that's where most of that pigment's gonna go. Because you don't wanna start off with a big load of pigment up at the top. You wanna start it at this corner right here. And see, I only went like a quarter of the way on my actual eyelid. And then I just blended upwards and I created the shape I wanted. I am gonna go with a tad bit more, just to deepen it up a little bit more. There we go. I just wanted it a little deeper. But see, I'm not like taking I'm not loading up the pigment. I'm making sure that I am building instead of doing it all at once, because you can add more, but you cannot take away. Then I'm gonna take that brush I used with the green, and I'm just going to blend those lines together, because you don't want to line, you just want that blended together. And it also prevents you from having to use another brush. See, and now that's blended in a little better. Another suggestion I am going to use is I'm going to use a powder, just any setting powder you got. I'm gonna dip in a little, tap off excess, and then I'm just gonna blend it on top here, just to blend those like lines out a little bit. See, I'm just putting it close to my brow bone at the top right here, and I'm just blending out those lines a little better. I use the Superstay Maybelline, but like I said, it's up to you what you kind of pick in this situation. All right, we're gonna do it to the other eye. So I'm just gonna tap back into that Wood shade. We're gonna tap it off, and then we're just gonna blend upwards and then down, blend up, blend down. We're just gonna keep blending until we get to the shape we want. Remember, only using a quarter of your actual eyelid space to put the brown. Now there's a reason we're only using a quarter. I'm gonna go back into the Wood shade because I want a little bit more pigment. And we're just gonna tap and then blend using sweeping motions up and down. We're just gonna make sure that I have pigment so I get the shape that I want. I use tape to help get the shapes that I want, but that is up to you whether you wanna use tape or not. I just like to use it as kind of a buffer. And then back to that brush, we're gonna blend that line so it's got a seamless kind of blend. If you need to, you can always dip back into that green shade and just blend on that line. Because the green's not gonna overtake the brown because the green's lighter. So you're not gonna have this issue where your green is gonna start replacing your brown. I'm just gonna, yep, there we go, a little pressed powder. And we're just gonna blend on top. There we go, just to blend those lines out a little bit. See, it looks a lot smoother once you have blended that powder. Now, I'm gonna take a flat brush. Let me see, which flat brush do I want? I'm gonna use a Singe EO1, and I'm going to use, there we go. I'm gonna use an LB7 from Lunar Beauty. We're gonna get some glitter glue. I suggest glitter glue because I think it helps keep that, that shadow on, because we're gonna use a shimmer, and I'm just gonna close my eyes. I'm going to paint it. Make sure you're doing this at the edge of that brown shadow, a diagonal position, going from here inward, here inward. And we're just gonna do it on that border of the eyeshadow. And then I'm gonna take that Singe brush and then I'm gonna go into Dew. So Dew is this kind of champagne-y pink. So it looks kind of like a pink, but it's also kind of beigey. And I'm gonna dip my brush into that. And you're gonna start in the corner and paint outwards. You're gonna do that diagonal motion again. And then paint near that green. So see, it's not quite pink, but it's not quite like champagne-y either. And we just diagonal. So up here and we go inwards. Up here, go inwards. That's just gonna give you a more seamless look when you close your eyes. So we're just gonna kind of blend that in a little bit. So I'm gonna take this brush and I'm just gonna blend in that socket a little bit where I put that shimmer. And then I'm gonna take this brush and I'm just gonna blend on that brown on my eyelid. And there you go. See? Shimmer on. And then we're gonna go on the other side. So like I said, you're gonna start with the glitter glue. I like to paint it with a brush just to get a little bit more precision. And we start on the inside of the lid, do that diagonal motion, and we paint in the middle, just so that whole lid is painted. I use the NYX glitter glue. It's up to you which glitter glue you want to use, but I think NYX works really well and it's pretty affordable. And then we start on the inner corner and we paint our way in, diagonally paint over here, and then right at the border of that green and just kind of fill it in. So make sure. And this is going to go on about 3/4 of the lid compared to the brown, which was only like 1/4 of the lid. Jeez, check up as normal. And then we'll blend it out again, that green, and blend it out right here at this brown. And there you go. So we're almost done. So I'm gonna take the tape off. And there are 2 ways you can do this. So I am going to do it one way, but I can tell you the other way you can do it. So I'm going to dip my 28, kind of like this pointy little brush here. And I'm gonna go into the Chun shade, which is that green shade, and I'm going to paint it halfway on my lower lash. So just halfway there. There we go. We're gonna do it to the other side. Chun. We're gonna start here, and then we're going to paint it halfway. There we go. See? Halfway. It's really gonna emphasize and make that inner corner pop. Then I'm gonna take another one. If you don't wanna take another one, this one's in my 16. If you don't wanna take another one, you can use a color switch like this, clean it off, and then you're gonna go into that wood shade. And I'm gonna start here and work my way towards the middle. So the outer line, work my way towards the middle, like that. We're gonna do it to the other side. So we start here and we move our way in towards the middle. And then I'm gonna take that first brush, the one that I used, the green shade or the Chun shade, and I'm just gonna blend that line together. There we go. So that's how it looks. It kind of looks like it's blending into itself. Now, if you want, there's another way to do this. You can start with the brown on this side, go halfway, and use the green on the outer portion to kind of get like a different look, like kind of opposites attract look. I just did this version because that's how I'm feeling today, but that's how I like to do it. Now, so I'm gonna go grab something real quick because I want to add a little pop of something, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So my suggestion, just a little pop of something, is putting something in the waterline. So I'm going to put a brown liner in the waterline. I'm using Sunnyvale from Colourpop. I'm just gonna paint that brown onto the waterline there. I just like the look of it. So we're just gonna paint it. And I feel like this gives a little bit more of a woodsy kind of look, is having this brown in the waterline. It's not quite the same color as the wood color from the palette, but I think it works just as well. And see, there's just a pop of brown. Now, if you want to get really creative, I would suggest like a green or a multi-chrome in the line. This one is from Kaleidos. This is the Limelight one, and this one's like a great green that can go in your waterline. So that's just a suggestion if you would like to do it. So just a alternate. All right, I am going to fix up the look and I'll show you how it all looks together. All right, and here's the completed look. I'm gonna take out my little clips here, shuffle my hair around, and there we go. All right, so I did add one more thing to this look to kind of mix it all together, fix it up just right. I did put a little bit of a champagne-y, like white, not white, but like champagne-y light, like highlight in the corner. I used Fire Crystal from Fenty Beauty. It's their Killawatt highlighters. The double one, as you can see, she is very loved, very used. May have been dropped a couple times, may have been super glued back together a couple of times. Fun fact. I promise I don't abuse my makeup like that. But that is the routine. That is what I like to do with my makeup. This is one of my favorite looks I've been doing so far. The champagne, the brown, the green, all blended together is just so woodsy and whimsical and pretty. But it's not super like, I wouldn't say it's like super bold in your face, like you're doing like magnificent colorful looks. Like it's a little pop of color with some neutrals. And I think it makes just such a beautiful kind of look, especially with the rest of my makeup. I did use products that I know and love, so I could make sure that the rest of it looked just as good as the eyeshadow look did. All right, thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you try this look out. I'm really interested to see if you try it, because this is how it's looking. Like, how pretty is that? Like, super pretty. All right, I will see y'all in another video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.